Can you hear the thunder in the background? That's not the game, that's here. No,
So, this is the tracker.
okay.
A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centrians killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
Indeed. Beyond Good and Evil is a good one.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He...
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
Yeah, well, not a good idea attacking him.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself.
No, because he ripped the door off the hinges. He's incredibly strong.
Like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
This is not about gender, woman. This is about a man who can rip a door from the frame.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Yeah, what makes this jewel so important?
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Why would they need it? Unless it's about, like, access to the duchy.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centrian must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his
Told ya.
employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened
Never heard
on
of
the
a
weapon he
Megabus.
attacked
Didn't have a
Oriana with.
PlayStation.
Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead,
Aha.
perhaps.
Yeah, what is Duntine? Dun, usually meaning like dark. Or at least coming from the word dark. Don't know time.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must
There's no
excuse me a
body.
moment.
Money on there's no body. Witcher money. Yeah, what do you think about Oriana?
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward. But in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe.
Welcome back,
Worried
Septics.
about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers.
There we go. Told you, grab for the
She
throne.
left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
So, here's the thing, Falsnell. Because I was thinking, you were saying, you're guessing that she has something to do with it. Maybe she wanted insurance, something that may have come from it being stolen. I think she has something to do with it, though, because she's supposed to have struggled with him there. She says, no, I can defend myself, yada yada. She comes rushing in through the door and somehow pushes him out of the window. No, this is a man possibly large and strong enough to rip a door off its frames and then carefully, just easily, while running, just, you know, balances over two walkways. I don't believe that story. I think that's a cover-up. I think she killed the woman because she knew we were onto her. She's definitely involved. She wanted that thing. I'm not quite sure how the jewel, you know, fits into this. But I think it has something to do with inheriting the throne and the sister. And that somehow it all ties together with discrediting the Duchess and to get the other person on the throne again. And that's my idea, at least. My story in Bloodwine is incredibly immersive. Isn't it just, Alec? Isn't it just?
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
The wine specialist, the main villain in the story. You know the Septics? I kind of hope he is, because the sommelier would be amazing. Bucks means why she's so calm yet snarky. Falls no, that is, you know, Duchess training. Zoltan. Has to be the Zoltan.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was...
Oh, same here, Alex, same here. I'm just doing the main quest
Foul of
because
some
levels.
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized.
Yep.
Couldn't have had it
I
easy,
love that
Sienna.
commentary.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt
Sultan.
pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were
Huh.
children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank.
Wow.
Cedric mourns to this day.
That is dark.
In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Sienna is there, you must find her. No matter what she did,
Oh.
she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
What if this Sienna is Detlef's significant other? Because I already said that that picture looked like the Contessa, but maybe it looks like her sister, huh? Gonna go AFK, put another Magic the Gathering deck into Tabletop Simulator. Hey, have a good time, fellas. She's not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that. I can't promise anything. I can't make that promise.
Can't guarantee her safety, unfortunately. Especially if she's one of those responsible for these crimes.
Witcher, that was not a request.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that.
Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
Detlef? You brought me Detlef?
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined
Nazaire
resources
Inc.
to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Magic the Gathering. Hey, I stopped after, what, the 4th edition, I think? You know, when they started putting shadow creatures into the game, I was like, nope, never mind. "22 maps full of cards. Nice. All true.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master
That
Witcher,
look.
maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or...
As always, the third option.
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
C is so in on this.
Apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing, though at times there is no choice when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
It's no excuse. Nah, just like humans.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the witcher trait for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
Right, see you fellas now. Have a good time.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint.
That
My,
is a
my.
good conversation.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Yeah, seriously, just coincidence?
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
And how do you know Oriana?
Oriana. She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Will you now? I know where the blackmailers are.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she
one,
might be involved.
other,
Could be
same.
behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlev. Ah, I'm grateful you
He already
brought back
knows.
those memories.
He saw the
They're back.
dagger.
It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
Good thing, the subjects. This is where it's getting so good. Just the
You have exceptional
plot
friends.
twists.
This Detlev, an intriguing man to say the least.
Yeah, he tell you much about himself?
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's your
So
impression?
what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man,
See, I knew
but
it.
lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill.
That's because
It
I
stands
said I
along
wasn't
the
gonna
Saône-Retour River,
make sure she couldn't come
near
to
the
harm.
Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
She sent them to check up on me. Trust, woman. Trust. Okay. here's the thing. I want to check out... There we go. Dark. See? That is why I strongly suspect that Sienna is in fact the same person as Oberon. Oh yeah, Oberon. The same person as what's her name now? The person whom Detlef is in love. Didn't say it. Welcome back to Septics. Yes, level 48. I knew that this was when I had to do this quest. Such good timing. 3 available, so I only need 4 more levels. Halfway to the next level already. Perfect. Okay, what I'm gonna do is fast travel back to the Basan farm. Get this ridiculous haircut away from me. Renowed! Yes, Renowed! Excellent, excellent. Let's look that up. Characters, Renowed. She's not listed. I'm quite sure that Sienna and Renowed, same person. That's got to happen.
Now I shall sway you, fiend. On my weighty one.
Whoa. Okay, fella. Nope, nope, nope. Girl,
Were it
don't
not
be
for
weird.
You, Witcher, that werewolf. My, he'd have devoured us all. Witcher!
Yep. Need a trim, buddy. Okay, we're gonna go back to our loosely gathered, tied behind the head. There we go, and we're gonna shave to a clean shave because that'll grow out to a nice beard. There we go. Farewell.
Take care now.
And make sure we
Witcher,
equip
that
back
werewolf.
to our normal gear. And that one and that one. I need to start storing things as well in the inventory. But you know,
He says if I'm
we
bad,
might as well
he'll
do
give
that
me to the witches.
later. You see,
Why
for
do you
now,
stick around here
it
like
has been
pitchfork in
a
dung pile?
good 4 hours. I think that this is where I'm going to be calling it for now. It has been a good 4 hours. We've made quite a lot of progress, but it is time to head off. Now, don't worry though, I will be back tomorrow again at the same time. So that is at 7, what is it, GMT plus 2, GMT plus 1? I don't know. You know what? How long until... I don't know how good DuckDuckGo is going to be about this, but no, it isn't. But yeah, it's going to be again at 7, usual time. Grandmaster Wolfnir looks pretty badass, doesn't it just, doesn't it just? Hey, Bennett, thank you very much for logging in. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. Thank you, baby. I've had a lot of fun, and I'm going to be back tomorrow, so keep your eye on the Twitter. That's where you'll get the latest news in general about the stream, and also extra reminders about when I'm going to be starting. 7 GMT, think plus 2. And I hope to see you tomorrow for the continuation. For now, I am going to tell you that it's a great day, but... Oh, actually, I was going to head on off. Let's see if there's anyone I can host. Let's see if there's anyone I can make happy with a host while we're here. I was almost saying goodbye to you all. Oh, you know what you can do? You know where we can go? We can go host Eric Vulgaris. He's the one I'm playing Torchbearer with. He's the DM of that Torchbearer campaign. So you know what? I'm gonna leave you with the Eric Vulgaris stream. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye now.